Hi, welcome to my reaction of episode 11 of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Guys, I have literally been dying to watch this episode ever since I completely by accident, I swear, I didn't mean to, it was totally not planned, stumbled across a tiny little spoiler of episode 11 with, that scene. And I know you know what I'm talking about because everyone knows what I'm talking about because it made such a big impact on everyone. So I am so keen to watch it in full screen HD with all of the emotional intensity and just like it's gonna be beautiful. So yes, if you want to join for my reaction to episode 11, feel free. I've heard that this episode is a lot more light and kind of beautiful and romantic and a bit of a relief from the dark heaviness that was episode 10. So I'm super keen to get going and yeah, let's go. They're just warming us up for what's to come later. Oh, their three shoes. It's like their little family. Y'all, this lady. I've already seen this episode, I don't know why I just got a fright. Oh my gosh, it's too late at night for this creepy stuff. Because I'm a fan. To everyone on like Twitter and Instagram who guessed that correctly episodes ago, good job you guys. Ooh, the roles are reversed. We've come full circle from episode 1. I kind of feel like you could also read a bit of significance into that if you want to. How kind of in the first episode, Conte was the one that stopped the knife to prevent Moon Young from hurting someone and from like causing harm and chaos. And now it's Moon Young that's doing the stopping of like the wielding of the weapon, however you want to put it. And so, that could sort of point to her character development and her growth as well, to not be the one that is reverting to violence and to, just want to disrupt everything and ruin everything. But now she's in the position of preventing all of the chaos. I'm sorry, it's really late at night, so if I babble and say weird stuff, that's why. But you get what I mean. Where are they? What's happened? Oh, he's just gonna see the blood spatters. I mean, can they be any more obvious about like the soulmate connection between these two? They've literally got similar scars now. No, I came for you. I love that he's still so comfortable in that house and with her that he just like comes into the door like he doesn't even knock, or I didn't hear it, but I don't think he knocks. He just comes in like it's the most natural thing in the world. Yes, let's talk. They should have a talk. Wait, is this the scene? Is it literally this early in the episode? Yo, it's been 10 minutes. Calm down. My heart is beating so fast, you don't even know. I know what's coming. I'm so shy all of a sudden. Oh, this is beautiful. I feel like I'm intruding. How long am I gonna have this stupid smile on my face now? Oh, cute. I love this. She's like, that was the best person I've ever gotten. Why am I blushing? That's the real question. Shame, how must he feel now? He's literally been the most loyal companion forever. Sangtae's really set on his views as well, hey? Like if something is this way to him, then that's the way it is. There's no compromise, there's no beating around it. It just, that's what it is and that's how it will stay. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of work around that dynamic with him accepting Moon Young as a part of the family. Cute. It's really cool that, like you said, he's never had anyone take care of him when he's sick before, because he's always the one taking care of everyone else around him, especially his brother, and how naturally he just falls into this role with her taking care of him, and he's not used to it at all, but he doesn't fight it. It's not weird for him. It's not like an awkward situation. It's just so natural, and I just love their relationship so much. Oh, it's Mr. Italy. This guy's really growing on me with every episode. I think it started when he shaved his beard and his mustache. He became a completely new person. Oh, she was so scared that he'd left again. It was love sickness. I'm all cured now. Last time he said that, something else happened, but okay. I know this probably isn't correct, but I've always thought from the first episode, I've always thought that Moonyang had something to do with Kangta's mother's murder because literally just because of the butterfly thing. Sangta has this, the thing with the butterflies, but also in that episode when they were kids and Kangta was running away from her, it was because he saw her plucking the wings of a butterfly. So I always thought there was some connection between the two, but I don't know what it is because Moonyang wouldn't have murdered his mother. She was just a child at that time. So Moonyang's dad, Moonyang's mother, I'm not sure, but I definitely think there's some connection between the two. I wonder just what went on in his head from episode 10 to episode 11 because in episode 10 he made it clear that he was choosing his brother because of what happened in episode 9. And now he's just had this major mental shift to be able to admit to her that he needs her and to be able to say aloud that this is what I want, this is what I need, and I'm gonna go for it despite my brother and his fears and the butterflies and everything that haunts us. For the first time, he's not denying and ignoring himself, and this just feels like it came out of nowhere. Like, was this because... okay. No, maybe it wasn't. I think it was probably a combination of how absolutely terrible and heartbroken he felt in the previous episode when he told her to get lost, and also just kind of the realization that must have hit him when he heard that she was in trouble, and he was like, whatever has gone on between us and whatever is holding me back and us back from being with each other, like, I need to go. I need to go to her. I need to see if she's all right. And I think that realization kind of hits him that she's really important to him and he does need her both to be okay herself, but also, as someone that's just really an important, enriching, enhancing person in his life and someone who brings him a lot of joy and happiness and freedom and possibilities. And so, wow, that went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to do. Like, I thought there was going to be this big, like, slow, torturous building up process of realization, but that happened really snappy. Oh, see, he's found a way to connect the dots, to bring them together, to have both Moonyang and his brother. Beautiful. Okay, so what else is left in terms of character developments? Can the story finish now? Like, what else needs to happen? Aren't we good now? Look at that little smile. Yo, it's a different person from the last episode. Oh, he's even letting down the window to let in the fresh air. Wow. Look at him enjoying life. I have this kind of crackhead theory, and I think it's just because it's so late at night, but I've just been thinking. When she said that, it's a miracle that he's been able to survive in this state for 20 years, I feel like maybe Moonyang's dad is holding onto something and he is kind of fighting to stay alive because there's some unresolved something that he needs to do or finish or see through or fix. And it's obviously got something to do with Moonyang's mum, but I feel like he is, holding on for dear life to life because he needs to make sure something ends the way that he needs it to end. Whether that is a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Okay. What does it say? So someone is giving people copies of that book with secret hidden messages in it. The head nurse? Hi, good morning. Well, this is slightly awkward. It is currently the next morning. My camera battery ended up dying last night, and then I decided to take it as a sign that I should go to sleep because I could definitely feel my brain starting to tread into crackhead late night territory. So I was like, no, let's rather not. So I'm just gonna kind of press play and pretend none of this ever happened. Good talk. He said us, like Moonyang and Gongjae together. He is mad at her. I'll trust that director guy with my life. Who is this? They're so much on the same wavelength, these two. Like, no wonder they get along so well most of the time. But, like, they really just get each other on such a... Oh, cute! On such a... Like, on some fundamental level, they really just connect with each other and they understand each other. Even though they fight, you know, when they do it, it's not Moonyoung and Sangtae or Sangtae and Moonyoung. They really just level with each other. Oh my goodness, he's teasing her. Stop! He's gonna make me blush again. Naughty, naughty. How are they this sweet? I love how he's explaining it to him and breaking it down for him in terms that he can understand and that he can relate to. Oh, giving him like older brother advice. Sweet. The dynamic between these two when they're in a good place with each other is just so beautiful to watch because they really just get each other and they know each other so well. Yo, he is just glowing. Him and Moonyoung. Some good parenting from Gangtae. Okay, maybe I'm gonna take that back. Some good brothering from Gangtae. Yo, like everything is like coming out into the open and like all of these things that they've been suppressing and keeping to themselves and like quiet, don't make a fuss, don't make a scene, and now all of a sudden they're actually starting to communicate and to say what's bothering them, and it's absolutely just perfect. Finally. Like this is definitely an important moment for them, and it's not like we shouldn't take it lightly, but just I think it's great that they're like actually physically fighting this out because like they need to get it out of their systems and they need to deal with it in some way. So if this is the way that they need to deal with it, then like, you know, be brothers, be boys. See, also if Gangtae hits back at his brother the way that his brother has been hitting him, it just changes the dynamic of the relationship and it takes it to a different level because it's not an unequal sort of parent-child relationship anymore. But the thing is, it's such a complicated, complex relationship between them because Sangtae, because he's the older brother, he feels that like he's responsible and that he should be the adult, the parent, the one taking care of his little brother. But because he's autistic, the roles are kind of reversed and it's the younger brother that takes care of the older brother. But for Sangtae, like he doesn't really quite understand it like that. Like that's not his reality because to him, like he is the older brother, that's his position, that's his role, and that's, you know, that's how it is. And so he doesn't quite understand that in reality that's not the way that their relationship has been working. And so like the fact that Gangtae is hitting back and like he's actually, you know, stepping down from that parenting caregiver role and into like the role of an actual brother, like good. Well, he has said it, now Sangtae just needs to say it still. She doesn't even need to ask if he's sleeping, he never sleeps. Come on everyone, we know this by now. Let's be real, Gangtae is that person to read all of the messages in the group text and never respond, never reply to any of them. Hey, she's not supposed to open the door for strangers. See, he's disappointed. What'd I tell you? Did you see the way that she just lit up when she saw that it was him? Like nothing even mattered anymore. She just had this big goofy smile on her face. Something I really love about their relationship is that they bring such different viewpoints to the table. Like, you know, Gangtae is, even though he's starting to become more himself, I think at his core he is someone who is quite calm and collected and like logical and rational, and he is someone that thinks before he acts, and Moonyoung is the complete opposite. And you can kind of see how both of them are starting to rub off on each other, and it's just making both of them such like well-rounded, balanced people. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Are you kidding me? This is the cutest. So simple, so sweet, so innocent. Oh, this is so sweet, but it's also kind of sad because it's like neither of them were ever allowed to have this kind of normal childhood and this just normal teenage years of crushing and falling in love, because both of them, had such difficult childhoods and they were dealing with stuff that they weren't supposed to be dealing with at those ages. And just like to imagine that their lives could have been this simple and this carefree and easy, it makes my heart break for them even more. Well, at least now he didn't have to think about how to tell his brother. I wonder if he's gonna pretend that he didn't hear anything, or if he's gonna confront him about it. I think, the normal Sansa thing to do would be to ignore it and to pretend he didn't hear anything, he doesn't know anything. So I wonder if, character development, and if we'll get to see him actually do something about it this time. Oh my gosh, I'm actually tearing up. Does the fact that he had to go consult the wall with the faces about the emotions mean that he's never seen his brother happy because he didn't recognize that expression? Is this such a new thing for them? I've never seen him like this. This is the first time. This is gonna be me for the rest of the episode because I can't anymore. Jokes. I definitely can. Wow! See? Now it is Sante that is asking Gangte if he's eaten, because it's always the other way around. Always when he answers the phone, Gangte when he used to call his brother, he used to be like, have you eaten? And now... Are you kidding me? Sante is literally just stepping into his adult, big brother role, and it is so great to see. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if I cut it out, but I think it was in the beginning of this episode when Kante's best friend, I don't remember his name, was visiting. Him and Sangte were talking, and then the best friend wanted to have a bite of Sangte's food, and then Sangte said no, no, no. And I was saying that we've never actually seen Sangte share his food, and then I was thinking wow, how great would it be if we actually got to see it one day, and how significant would that be? And now he did it! Literally, the character development in this episode is through the roof, and I can't even wrap my head around it. It's crazy. Yes, I too feel like shedding a tear, can't I? This means so much to him. You can just see it on his face. He's not ready for it yet. It's gonna take some time. Okay. 5 seconds. Wow, I was really prepared to give him a few episodes if he needed it, but this was I was not expecting this. I've literally not been able to stop smiling in this episode. Oh. I think not that he necessarily didn't before, but the fact that Sangsa is starting to take his responsibilities as the adult figure so seriously is such a good thing for him, because it's making him more open-minded, and especially in the way that Gangte is explaining his role to him through the use of fairy tales and the stories that he's memorized and that he knows and has internalized and understands so well. It's just so good for him because it's literally making him open up and grow and blossom, and just beautiful. How many times am I going to say that? What am I thinking? I'm going to see more if I do this. Please. It's a butterfly. And we know for sure now that Moonyang's mum is alive, right? Is she stalking them all? Anyway, that's next episode's worries, because this episode has definitely been my favorite one so far. It was beautiful and I loved it, and the character development and just the way that the characters are happy, and it just made my heart like explode of happiness. It was beautiful. So yes, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you again for episode 12. Bye!